Yo, guys, this is Adrian Yanez telling you to use those handles. Hit, click, like, and subscribe. Fuck yeah, dudes. If y'all don't do it, man, fucking catch the hands, bro.
What's happening, Fight Week Show fans, Fight Week Show people? Then we are back with another video, and this time I have my brother Mo the Terminator Zubair. How you doing, my bro?
I'm good, bro. How are you?
Yeah, man, I'm blessed, man. It's a really nice day. It's a good day, and it's a good day to talk about fights. But first of all, before we start talking about like some of the other fights that's in and around the area, we got your fight to talk about, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You got something coming up with Cage Warriors, Colchester against Cheaaibi, and this is for the title. This is for the army title. How did this whole fight come about? Please tell us about how everything came about, how you got all this together, and you know how you going to move to execute it. But please tell us about the background of how the fight came about.
So what it was, I fought on there on 6 hours notice. I got the win. After that, I remember I was going up to the camera. I knew I'd won the fight. I was going up to the camera saying, "Yo, give me that strap. I deserve that strap. You know, I fought top guys. Just give me that belt." I remember I went into the back. I went straight up to the promoter. The promoter congratulated me, saying, "Oh, thank you for stepping in and saving the fight." And I says, "Bro, give me that strap, man. I've worked hard for this. Give me what I want." And he says, "Yeah, no problem. On the next show, we'll give you that. We'll give you that fight."
That's incredible, man. Because this is always one of the good things when you're in shape, when you're kind of ready, because sometimes when you stay ready and then you get that call to say, you know what, we've just had somebody pull out. Can you step in and save the main event or save the co-main? And then this is the reward for doing it, or even weighing in. Just weighing and being a backup weighing, and then you do all the weight cut and just stay ready and weighing, but you don't actually get the fight. But on the next time, we'll give you a title shot or we'll give you a number one contender fight. So in this case, you stepped in and you got a title shot right there, man. And that's a nice reward. That's a nice reward for that hard work right there. And the promoters are sticking to their own end of the deal. So can I ask you, what is the challenges that you faced preparing for this fight in terms of like camp wise? Is there any challenges? Is there anything that's been difficult preparing for this fight?
I've just worked a lot more with my head coach Tom Breeze. Really, he's took me under his wing, and we've just developed and worked a lot more. My last few fights, apart from my last fight that actually had a camp, full camp, was the Daniel Bainbridge fight back in December.
Yeah.
I fought on the IMAF and I fought on Cage Steel, and I didn't really get fight camps for them. But this one, I've had a solid 6 week prep and locked and loaded, man, fully ready.
Okay, I mean that's incredible, because there's nothing that obviously sometimes when you got to stay ready and you have a camp. So a lot of fighters, I think, they prefer to have camps than just like get like off the cuff sort of bouts. You know what I mean? Sometimes they're good, but you'd rather prepare properly for it so you can put your best foot forward.
Yeah, 100%.
You mentioned your coach there, and your coach is somebody that obviously is really, really important to what you do, to how you apply your trade, and how you go about your business in the cage. What are the advantages, shall I say? Like you said, just before we came on air just now, you going to corner somebody, right? And what are the, because when you're in the moment and you're fighting, there's a lot of noise, there's background noises, there's crowds. How do you separate your coach's voice from what's going on in your head and the whole crowd in and around you? How tough is that to do? How do you decipher all of those components?
I got a good relationship with my coaches. I always like certain people to corner me, and I believe that having certain people that you're comfortable with, it's an advantage, because I like to have my head coach Tom Breeze corner me. He's got a voice that I can always hear, no matter what position I'm in or how loud the crowd is or where I'm fighting. I will always hear his voice because I've got that good relationship with him. So yeah, I believe corner is a very vital part of the fight. But at the end of the day, you're the one going in there, so it's how you handle everything, how you handle the crowd, the atmosphere, the moment. If you let the moment get to you, you're just gonna crumble. But if you can stay composed and just calm, yeah, then it's all good.
Fantastic. So Cheaaibi is your opponent. For this fight, and he had a fight last October, and he lost that by Amber in the first round. Is that something, having that knowledge and going in there, because I'm sure you and your coaches preparing for this for this fight, is that something that you guys are intending to capitalize on, knowing some of where his weaknesses are and just going right for the jugular? Because I don't imagine you want to stay in there too long with him. You want to be in and out. You guys don't get paid by the hour. You don't get paid by the minute. You know what I mean? You just want to get in there, get the job done, and you want to get out of there. Am I right?
Well, if a quick finish happens, it happens. But I'm not gonna go in there and chase that, because sometimes when you go in and chase something, it don't happen. So I'm just gonna let the fight play out. I'm gonna do what I want to do, and if I can get a finish, I'll take it. But I'm not gonna go in there and hunt for it and try my hardest to get something that's not there. I'm just gonna go in there and see what he gives me and just put the pressure on from the start.
That's a good approach, because, like you said, you go around chasing it, it might not be there, and that might just lead into like an extra sort of baggage in the mindset that you don't need. You know what I mean? So that's a definitely good way to approach it. The other thing that I wanted to ask you, in terms of like nutrition, like your nutrition and getting on weight, how is that been for you? How have you managed to control that and make sure you're in the best shape possible for this title fight?
I feel good. I've still got weight to cut. Obviously, I haven't fought at flyweight in 3 years, but next week I'll make the return back down. I'm working a lot more with my head coach as well. He's helping me on the weight cut and telling me all the fight week stuff and that to get me down. So yeah.
These are all positive. Everything that I'm hearing from you right now, and I want to tell you on camera, I said it to you earlier on, we're wishing you all the luck, every bit of luck, because I know what this strap means to you. You know what I mean, and what it can do in terms of opening more doors for you with other promotions as well. And hopefully, once you leave this strap, there's more and more opportunities that's going to come your way. Now we're in June right now. What's your trajectory for the end of the year? Are you looking at a quick turnaround? Are you thinking 2 more fights before the year runs out? 1 more fight before the year runs out? What does the rest of 2023 look like for you after this fight?
I don't really know, bro. At the minute, my mindset is just focused on getting this title next week. Once I've got this title next week, then I'll think about the rest of the year. But I've worked hard and I've worked a long time to fight for this title. So my vision's just on next week.
Next week, yeah, man, fantastic. I want to ask you about. There's a couple fights, obviously, in the MMA that's really been bubbling up. And I just wanted to get your opinion and your take on it. Not necessarily your fights right now, but some of the stuff that's going on in the MMA world. And just wanted to get your take, if that's all right with you. We've got this fight between Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier that just been put together, the BMF, because we know that Masvidal's hung up the gloves, and it was the BMF guy. With these two, in Justin Gaethje and Dustin Poirier coming together, like, what's your take on that fight in itself, and where do you think the battle is going to be won and lost between these two. And who you leaning towards to winning that fight? And I'm because that belt to me is like a novelty belt. It's not like, you know what I mean? It's not like one of the real ones that they do over there, but it's still something for these two guys to carry. But who are you leaning towards, and where do you think it'll be won and lost?
I'm leaning towards. I'm gonna say Dustin's gonna do it. You know, I think he's got more of a dog in him. Poirier, yeah, I'm gonna go with Poirier. But really, that bout belongs to my boy Nate Diaz. So
yeah,
there's no BMF apart from him.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%. Nate's my boy as well. I love Nate, and I couldn't agree more. Especially, no. For me, that belt definitely belongs to Nate, man. You know what? I agree with you on that one. There, I agree with you. And the other one that I was gonna talk to you about is Pereira and Yamba. Them two. I mean, the storyline that's going to be behind that, if Pereira is able to get it done against Błachowicz, it'd be crazy because he'd say he did what Easy couldn't do, right? And who knows? They probably put Easy and Jamal Hill together, but Błachowicz and Pereira is the one that I really wanted to talk to you about. How do you see that one? Because it's hard to call for me. I'm looking at it, and because it's a new division. Well, it's not really a new division. It's fought there in kickboxing, hasn't it? What do you make of that whole bout in itself?
My boy Pereira all day. You can take that Adesanya poster down as well in the background. So I've got to tell you that. I don't like that. But my boy Pereira all day. Never bet against him, man. Never is one of my favorite fighters. Yeah, Pereira.
Yeah, I see why you'd say that, because look, he's giving some great moments in kickboxing, came into the UFC and handled his business with Easy obviously came back and got the job done against him, 1-1 in MMA, but he's 2-0 in the kickboxing world. But for him to go up, because I knew the weight cut was killing him, you know, trying to make 185 the entire time. So I think he'll do well at 205. But Yan is nobody's fool, and I think it's gonna be a tougher fight than what most people are thinking, because I think Yan might utilize his grappling. But it's one that I'm really, really intrigued. I do want Pereira to win, though. I'm not gonna lie. I do want Pereira to win, and maybe we'll see both of them again at 205 if the story takes us there, you know. But you just got me there with the Easy poster there, man. I can't stop fucking laughing, man, bro. Hey, listen. Hey, thank you for pulling up on the show. Thank you for for always being part of our platform. And when you finish, when you lift the title, we're gonna be there with you. We're gonna promote you. We're gonna push it, and hopefully have you back on the platform. And we can talk all about it, man. You're a stand-up brother. I love how you go about your business, and we want to wish you all the luck, and we hope that you win the title come fight night for you. Your sponsors, your coaches, people that you wanna give a shout out to, please. The floor is yours. Take it away.
Shout out everyone at Team Renegade, Wheelie Castle Muay Thai, my sponsors, Hard Life Fightwear, Alte Mountain, Shilajit, Grapplers Soap. There's loads more, I can't even remember. And always shout out to Heavy Duty Fight Management for getting me the best fights possible.
Yeah, man. Salute to those guys, man. Big up to you. And hopefully, like I said, we get to congratulate you on your latest victory, lifting that title up
100%
in a few days. All right, man. And people, we've come to the end of the video. Big up Mo. If you haven't followed him, go and follow him on Insta. We're gonna have his page in the description below. Go give him some love. Go give him a follow and follow his career as he keeps moving up the ladder in the MMA world. Big up yourself, Mo, and we're going to talk. Salute.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Brad Wart from Cage Warriors. You're watching the Fight Week Show. Like, share, and subscribe for all that good stuff. You do not want to miss it.